guys, today's going to be an exciting video. It's a topic all about money. So I'm going to talk about how to manifest money, affirmations to use, how to go about becoming more financially secure in terms of manifestation. This is not legal financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor or in the financial industry in any way. I'm obviously talking about law of assumption and affirmations, manifestation, just how to use your mind to basically become rich. So without further ado, I've written down all my notes on my phone as always, and I have a book here in front of me where I wrote down all the best money affirmations, and I'll talk a little bit about my own personal experience. Might save that more for another video because I don't want this one to be like 50 minutes long. But please do thumbs up and subscribe if you like this topic. If you'd like more money-based affirmation manifestation videos, if you'd like me to talk more about my own personal experiences with that topic, do let me know and let's just get started. I also offer coaching services, which I forgot to add in just now, but this is on my Instagram page called LOA Coaching, so all the information is there if you are interested in one-on-one help, if you have questions you'd like answered, if you have specific advice or issues you're trying to manifest your way through and you think you could benefit from my help, then check it out and message me and get in touch. So, starting off with the first point. I would recommend that you guys address your past issues with money. So basically going back to your childhood, what ideas or beliefs did your parents or your guardian give you as a child? Did your parents struggle financially themselves? It's not too abnormal unless you're born into a wealthy family. I think most normal families have, experienced a bit of financial issues. I definitely had some concerns or worries at times. So did your parents maybe struggle with certain bills and tell you, make sure you get a really good job so you don't have this issue, or monthly bills are so expensive, you really got to learn how to manage your finances, don't go shopping so much, things like that. Sometimes my parents would say things like that to me. If I did a lot of shopping, they're like, you should be saving your money, blah, blah, blah. So things like that can create negative beliefs, negative connotations, just give you a negative viewpoint of finances and savings and bills, which you don't need to have. You can completely flip it, revise it, and change it for your future. So first point is, of course, to address your individual issues that you've picked up from your childhood and your past. So things like money doesn't grow on trees and all the kind of aforementioned examples I gave you guys. Any kind of sayings that you're stuck with in your head that you live by still. Just take a moment and really think to yourself, what negative ideas do I have? What's the worst thought I've had about money for myself, about my own money, about things that I can or cannot afford? And from there, you'll kind of see where the patterns are, what specific beliefs you might have. So moving on from that, next point you want to do once you've done that is to flip it into positive affirmations. Literally, you can say, let's say you picked up the belief that your family has always struggled to pay monthly bills. Well, then you flip it, my family, you can revise it. You can also work on actually changing that so your family's always been financially thriving. So you could say, my family has never struggled with a bill. My family has always paid every single bill on time and had loads left over. Something like that. However it is you want to word it, you can say, my family's always been rich and financially thriving, something like that. So you can revise it, and that is a great affirmation because that will also revise your personal issues and struggles with money. Or you can literally just flip it into, I am rich, I am wealthy, I never worry about a single bill. All my bills are taken care of and paid for. So you probably want to flip it into the positive from the negative belief that you already have. I think that's the most potent way to concentrate your thoughts, is to actually pinpoint the exact issues you have. You can go really broad and just say, me and my family are rich. That's one that I affirm. Or I would also recommend that you might get faster, better mental results if you focus in on. Point is a really simple piece of advice. It's just to do a mental diet. I advise this for pretty much all manifestations, all your affirmations, whatever topic you're working on. Just flip your negative thoughts. It's that simple. You don't have to spend an hour affirming every day if you don't have time, you don't want to. You can just flip the thoughts as they come. This takes more concentration and focus. You need to be really kind of set it as a goal and be aware of it being something that you want to work on. So in your mind, just know, okay, every time it comes up, I'm going to try and remind myself to flip it immediately. It takes a lot of effort and feels very robotic at first, like you're really just forcing the thought to change, but over time it will become more of a natural habit. So you know, if you say, oh my gosh, this bill increased this month, like, why is it increasing? You start worrying, say, but I'm not worried. I have so much money. I'm like the richest woman in the world. I can pay this bill right now and have millions left over. Like, just do it like that. That's a really fun, easy way to flip the thought. Even if you still feel anxious, that's fine. You'll still manifest better results as long as the thought aligns with what you want. It doesn't matter what the emotion is. So yeah, mental diet is definitely a key point that you want to work on every day. And another kind of small piece of advice before I give you guys affirmations is to visualize with either a vision board, or you can even use like Facetune or editing software to just edit for your, don't publish this or share it with anyone, but just edit a picture of your financial results, financial records, or a bank statement that you have, and just keep it to yourself to visualize from it. Like, let's say you have £1,000 in your bank account, it's really easy, just edit a comma and then add 3 extra zeros, so you have $1 million, right? So yeah, that's a really fun, easy way to visualize, and you can even affirm whilst looking at that on your phone. You can be like, I am so rich, I am so rich, and then just look at this bank statement and be like, that's my money, I have that much money in my bank account because this is a picture of my bank statement, right? So you can do something like that. I used to do things like that. I think it does help generally. I've done that for my friends as well, kind of help them with that. So you can also just use a general vision board of, you know, a pile of money, a woman with holding like a really large check or something. You can write yourself a check. This is something Jim Carrey did. He wrote himself a check for, I think, $10 million for a film, or was it like acting services rendered? So basically he was hired as an actor for a film, and within, I think it was 3 years, he got a role that paid him $10 million. So it really is, you know, a quick and simple, fun method to add into your affirmations. Of course, changing your thoughts is most important. You can't just visualize and expect things to start changing significantly. Do that alongside your mental diet and affirmations, but you can have fun extra ways that if you really enjoy a vision board and visualizing, you can either see in your mind, or like I said, literally edit a picture just for the sake of visualizing from it. So, final part of this video, I know I haven't spoken, well actually I'll give you guys a little brief overview of what I've manifested. I've manifested some pretty crazy things, like getting a 5-figure check sent to me, sent into my bank account when I only scripted a much smaller amount. I've had, what else have I had? Loads of random refunds and like payments sent into my bank account for things I didn't even realize I was due, which probably just because I manifested them, I wasn't already due them. And I've had family members send me money, just all sorts of crazy things. I use the affirmation that I always receive, win and earn millions of pounds. Obviously it's a very high figure, so I'm going to be manifesting more than just like £1 or £2 extra, which still happens, but usually it's within the £25 plus range, like minimum of the extra money that I'm getting. So yeah, I've won money, I've received money, I've earned money, I got a raise at work, just random crazy things that kind of usually are quite unexpected. My interest rate increased, just things with my bank account that just were really like beneficial, and I definitely manifested it, and it probably helped other people because I imagine I wasn't the only person those changes applied to. So I definitely believe that I can attest to the affirmation being the cause for those things. Another thing that I affirm is that me and my family are always rich, which implies that it's almost revision because it implies past, present and future by using the word always. So you're not only helping yourself, but your whole family get into better like financial beliefs and habits. And yeah, you can affirm things like, I get millions of pounds just by sitting pretty. I get money every time I breathe. So they're quite exaggerated, but because of that, they're more likely to create more of a significant result in your reality, and your subconscious mind will take it in and probably create more, I guess, because you're also saying millions of pounds, you're more likely to get a higher amount of money than if you just said, I get extra money, because that could be literally 50p. That's, like I said, by saying that me and my family are rich, we all have certain amounts of money and a certain salary in mind. That implies that we'd be rich, right? So that's what we're manifesting, not just an extra £2 or £3. So do try and be more specific with your wording. You can also combine it with your other topics like SP affirmations, self-concept affirmations. You can say, I am perfect because I'm a millionaire, or I am a millionaire because I'm perfect. I get millions of pounds every time I speak to my SP. I get millions of pounds because my SP is constantly talking to me. Something like that. So you can just combine whatever your affirmations are together and you're saving two birds with one stone. So those are just some affirmations that I've used, some of my successes. I can talk about it more in another video because I don't want to make this one too long. But those are some example affirmations you can use. You can also, just for in terms of passive income, so you don't have to actually, some people don't even want to work. Some people want to manifest being a stay-at-home wife, a trophy wife, retired because they've earned so much money, whatever it is. So you can still get money without it being connected to a career or job. So you can literally say, just by sitting at home, I get so much money every day. Whatever it is, it will come about in a perfect way. Whatever beliefs you have about it, whatever the best, easiest way for it to come to you, that's what it will be. So those are some affirmations that I've used that I recommend you guys test out. Whatever feels best for you, test out the wording and try out the affirmations. Do a strict mental diet to make sure you're flipping all those negative thoughts that don't align with what you want. And yeah, I think that pretty much summarizes my advice for you guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this gave you a bit more clarity if you weren't sure of how to affirm for money, how to change your beliefs about money. Like I said, also test out visualizing, edit a picture of your bank statement, for example, just for your own personal use. Don't share it with anybody, but you can just look at that, add a couple extra zeros and be like, I'm a millionaire. Wow, amazing, right? So try out all these different methods, see what feels best for you. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed and I'll see you next time. Bye.